A baby girl in Cedar is defying the odds, battling through an extremely rare and serious condition. After spending a year at BC Children's Hospital in Vancouver, she has finally returned home. But now her family is questioning if local paramedics are equipped and trained to handle her rare case in an emergency. CTV's Chandler Grieve has her story.
Every smile is cherished and every breath closely monitored. After living at BC Children's Hospital since birth, 16-month-old Evelyn has defied all odds and is finally home.
They said there was no way she was going to make a year. She would never ever come home. And if she did come home, it would be come home to die. Big sneeze.
But apart from a few sneezes, the baby is doing fine. A miracle considering her extremely rare disease. It is called Giant Omphalocele, a condition where vital organs grow outside of the body and babies are given just a 10% chance to live.
A few of the doctors come to her bedside and actually tell me that I was cruel keeping her alive. I should just let her go.
But the family refused to quit on Evelyn, and despite the rare condition that affects about 1 in every 10,000 babies, Evelyn has refused to quit on life.
But the first time she smiled, the first time she laughed, the first time we found out she was ticklish.
Although the family is happy to have their baby home, they say they live in constant fear that her rare condition cannot be treated by health professionals in the region. She's had 2 close calls with seizures in the past few months. Her parents called 911, but when the ambulance arrived, paramedics didn't know what to do.
They had no clue about her omphalocele. The one paramedic looked and said, "What is that?" And I said, "It's an omphalocele." He goes, "An omphalo what? I've never heard of that."
BC Ambulance says paramedics have advanced training, but it's not possible for them to be fully educated in every disease, especially the rare ones such as Evelyn's. However, paramedics are given every opportunity for professional development.
Very labor intensive to make it mandatory and get all the staff in. To try and get them all through a mandatory program is logistically very challenging for the department to do. At this point, we haven't made it mandatory. We have made it voluntarily, and a lot of the staff have come forward and in fact attended those sessions.
Evelyn's mother says the sessions that would teach paramedics how to treat Evelyn is just an hour long, and she says that an hour could be the difference between life and death for her daughter.
Evelyn will die. If they don't have the proper training, I'm very afraid that Evelyn will die.
Evelyn has already lived a much longer and fuller life than doctors initially predicted. Now her mother is just hoping that health professionals in her hometown will be able to extend that life as long as possible. Chandler Grieve, CTV News, Cedar.